Welcome to True Heel Heat, the place where we use insider terms because we think we know what the fuck we're talking about, even though we don't. My name's Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm better than you, and you know it.
The True Draw Josh, and myself, three-time baby making champion Ness. What's going on, good brother? How are you doing this evening?
What's up, dead guy?
Very much alive. Or I can be down the table. or here we go. I'm the nigga tape. We're starting off hot.
I
5 seconds into the stream. Yeah, this isn't for kids. We'll get that email in a couple days.
Well, he said, "Oh my god."
What's up, everybody in the chat? So I had no idea.
Shit.
Yeah, I have no idea what the lineup is for tonight, outside of what they showing on the intro. But Dante Fox, excuse me, AR Fox, and Orange Cassidy for the International Championship. I'm here for this.
Yeah, we were on last week. People were complaining, AR Fox? Why did you pick AR Fox?
Why not?
He hasn't done anything to deserve a title match.
I mean,
but it's like, isn't the whole point of just getting opportunities? And I mean, his singles record is 3-2. It's not like he's a bum,
right? No, but even so, like Orange Cassidy is. How many fucking title defenses he has to do that? Like I know he has a lot. So I mean,
yeah, I think he has the AEW record of title defenses.
So shit, like who else he's gonna face? Just keep facing new faces. Shit, I'm here for it. I mean, not like it's the the TNT title is only on. I don't even. Who knows what's going on with that shit? Is Swerve and Darby, is that supposed to main event?
Swerve and Darby tonight? I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, just the way it seemed like they were advertising, it felt like that might be the main event.
They've been going on a feud as of late, so.
Which is great for Swerve because for some reason he keeps finding his way back to Keith Lee.
Oh, Swerve. Oh, because of the tag team thing.
Yeah,
That was they were paired up. This guy. You gonna vote? Look at this guy already. I don't miss you with these picks.
Hassan, do you just go out of your way to pick people you don't think are actually going to win? AR Fox winning this match, he's like plus 500 on FanDuel.
I don't even want to know his betting record.
Shit, it might be as bad as mine.
Probably worse than sober guys.
Not a bad match at all. I mean, they're making it seem like AR Fox has a chance, but no better. No better than that.
But I'm sick of. Well, I'm not. Y'all could be sick of it. I ain't sick of it. Y'all wanted this man to get a push. You getting a push.
Yeah. Fickle.
It's not only that, I'm against removing the title off of somebody because he has it too long. Like, he's been a fighting champion. They haven't had that with the TNT title.
Sure didn't. There's just a lot of shit going on with that.
Yeah.
Shit, even if
So it was like, you know.
he's definitely got a record as far as the most title defenses. I think of like any title in AEW. Oh, that was creative. Oh wow, that was creative. Oh damn! I thought it was over right there. Lady, hello, Lady Sky TV.
Who's that? I never seen this person. Sky TV. Are you Skynet?
If this is members only, thank you for joining. If you drop a like on the video. I think it's just automatic now. That is, well, I don't know, but I like to think that at this point, we don't have the fucking sex bots coming in anymore.
No, a person looks legit because they just wrote, hey, they didn't write, like, watch Big Booty Hoes. Click this link.
Oh, man. I remember then they would subscribe just so they could do that shit. Damn, that was crazy.
I know some of you perverts in the chat will fall for that too. The biggest one I know, he's not in the chat yet.
Wait till the pits are on TV.
Ridiculous.
No.
Oh, that was a good match.
Yeah, I like that finish a lot too.
And apparently he's producing matches too.
Yeah, I saw that. Which make a lot of sense. Wasn't he used to be a trainer or trains too?
Orange?
Yeah.
I don't know of a trainer, but it doesn't really surprise me with the background, just because I know he worked with like Kirk Hawkins. Well, what's his name now? I said Kurt Hawkins.
Brian Myers.
Yeah, like Brian Myers. Like I think Brian Myers trained him, I believe. I could be 100% wrong on that, but I know he did work with like Brian Myers, like when upcoming. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? Why he do that for?
And now he acting like you don't know why he did it. So like, what the fuck?
he wrote those guys mad slow.
Oh no. I don't know where it's going, but I think I know where it's going. Just solely for the fact because Darby's out here. I think it's gonna pick up from Lucha Underground, how AR Fox and Swerve, well at the time, Killshot, Dante Fox and Killshot, they had history. You know, they had the match, but they were like supposed to be like I think they were like war buddies or some shit like that. Like they were like in the together at one point. So, I mean, if they go that route, you know, I could just a lot of speculation, but I wouldn't mind that. I mean, I don't really want to see Swerve in another tag team, but those two together could be something.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good wrestler. He's been around a long ass time, so
yeah. And it sucks because like, you know, they put him with Top Flight and Either one of them, they get hurt every couple months. This is fucking like every couple months, one of them get hurt.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Damn, you telling me this man gonna challenge him for the title next? Oh boy, that means he
there
loses.
You go. There you go. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, that's if they go. He might just be out here to kick his ass and then go about his business.
Yeah, it could be.
But yeah, I don't see Orange. If they have the match, I don't see Orange beating Moxley. Oh, thank you. We appreciate the sub. We appreciate the love. And we will show the love back. Damn. So Fox turned heel, kick Orange Cassidy's ass. Moxley came out, kick Orange Cassidy's ass. So Coda's not officially in AEW. I guess he's just doing for if he shows up again per appearance.
No, he's not officially. That doesn't really surprise me.
Right. Yeah.
Given his history of not being committed, and the only time he was committed to a contract, he got burned for it. So
yeah.
He got burned. So unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah, this shit is kind of weird seeing these two together. There we go. More dissension than the JAF. What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that? The man that gravity forgot versus gravity. The jokes write themselves. Yeah, that can be the next, the next feud or whatever. I feel like because obviously the climax, blood and guts, sober for the elite in Blackpool Combat Club. So yeah, that can definitely be the next feud. Yeah, Cyrus the Virus. I hated him in fucking ECW. I couldn't stand him. Oh god, I couldn't stand him. But as you get older, you start to appreciate the characters. But yeah, back then it was I hated it. I mean, if they go that route, yeah, but I definitely don't see. I don't see him beating Mox. Him as in Orange Cassidy. Like we said, he has like a record-setting number of title defenses. And just added added one more to it tonight. So give me a second. I'll be right back. What we got going over here?
Jack Perry.
Junk. Oh, no junk no more.
It's just this.
Yeah, Jack Perry.
Yeah, I mean, this classical music is weird.
Probably just want to garner some hook. Oh, some hook. Garner some heel heat for him.
I mean, It does. It's just that what's the concept behind it? Like, what does he have? Like, it doesn't really go together with him.
Right.
You
And they still yet to acknowledge the FTW Championship as an official title.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the music is bad. I just think it doesn't go with him. It's just weird. If it was me, I would have done like especially with him trying to do like a Hollywood kind of theme. He could have done like a 91210 kind of thing, like a rip off of that.
Exactly. That would have made it like a lot better, a lot more official.
Yeah, he definitely gained some heat now. The fuck? Jerry Lynn? He said, check your pager, old man. He said, pager. Damn. He went way back.
Damn. Jerry Lynn gonna break a hip next week. Now, back in the day, Jerry Lynn, I'd be all for that match. They probably gonna have Hook come. Yeah, maybe. Probably have Hook be in his place.
He smacked that at 10.
So, quick question. I haven't been really keeping up like I should be lately. What's going on with Jamie Hayter? What's going on with Jamie Hayter?
She's legit injured.
Oh shit. Okay. I was gonna say, like, what's going on with that? Like, this is Britt Baker. Are not a thing no more? But she's injured. Then that's obvious.
No, yeah, she's been. She hasn't. From what last I heard too, she hasn't even been backstage. Since the night of, I want to say, Double or Nothing is when she dropped the title.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Yeah, so the match wasn't even a match. They basically just wrote her off.
Right.
Yeah, she's been legit injured. It was her shoulder. But there hasn't been no real updates since. So it doesn't mean she's gotten worse or gotten like doesn't mean she's gotten worse. Doesn't mean she's gotten better. It's just been pretty quiet. So that could mean anything. It could mean that she's coming back maybe soon or not anytime soon.
Right.
They just haven't. There's like no news on it. The only news that they gave was that she hasn't been backstage. That was it.
Yeah. I hope it ain't too serious.
Well, it is pretty serious. She's been gone since that long. It's definitely serious. But I don't think she has surgery on it because that would have been like, guaranteed. Like, all right, she had shoulder surgery. She's out, 6 to 8 months or some shit.
Right.
And from what I heard too on Monday, Liv is actually injured too. Liv Morgan, that bum.
Damn.
Yeah, she's a bum.
Kicked her.
She's an idiot. Yeah, she's a bum. Like, she's talking all that shit and she got beat up. But yeah, she's been injured too. So they basically did an angle to write her off as well. I know Owens too. I just don't know how serious Owens' injury is. Yeah. So I don't know how serious it is. They haven't said anything since, but
damn, that sucks too. SummerSlam literally right around the corner.
Who the fuck is Gritty? What the fuck is Gritty? You talking about the dance? You voted for the dance, the Gritty? You voted for the Gritty? He didn't even vote for a wrestler. He voted for a dance. That's insane.
I'm not even shocked that he voted. Well, spelled it wrong, but even more or less shocked that he voted against Pac. Like a returning Pac at that. In his first AEW singles match back. I wonder who the fuck this is.
He said the wrestler. I don't know who's the wrestler because I never heard. I don't know who's Gritty. He said Gritty. He said the wrestler. I'm like, who's the wrestler? Gritty. I don't know who's Gritty. I know the dance Gritty. I know the Gritty. That's what Jalen Hurts was doing when he lost the Super Bowl. I know that.
This motherfucker's weird. Acting like he's walking on the moon. This shit is kind of funny. Is that triple threat tag match a number one contenders match, or is it just happening?
Hey, say it again. Sorry.
Is the triple threat tag match, is that for number one contender spot, or they're just having the match?
That's a good question. Should be. I don't know because I know basically, MJF and Adam Cole are the current contenders now, so maybe after them. But they didn't say nothing. At least that I know of. I didn't. If they said anything, I don't know.
I mean,
yeah. No. It's
outside
just
of
like if they said it, they said it, and I just didn't. I just don't know.
No,
Like if they said it, they said it, and I didn't notice.
Number one contender stuff, something like that. But I mean, after what happened, after the Orange Cassidy AR Fox match, now to actually add something more to that match, with best friends and that club.
Yeah. Even though I don't know because since they've been focused on like the tournament stuff and Adam Cole and MJF just won it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They've been focused on that. So actually, no, wait, they won it last week, right? Because that was Blood and Guts, right? Last week was Blood and Guts last week.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for MJF to turn on him. It's entertaining from the stuff I see.
Or what it could be, it could be a swerve that Adam Cole catches MJF slipping, and he gets the upper hand on MJF instead of like that.
That would be
turn
nice.
Per se.
Yeah, honestly, that would be nice. That would definitely be a nice change of pace. Because that's, again, like I just said it, I'm expecting the opposite to happen with MJF. It would be nice to be wrong and let it be Adam Cole. Oh shit. That brain buster was fucking gnarly. He protected him, but that shit still looked like it hurt. Well, how'd that work out for you, Hassan?
Didn't work out very well for him at all.
Yeah, I know she's nursing an injury or somewhat. I mean, I hope that's not. Well, obviously, it would be the reason why they haven't 100% given her anything to do, really, except for being a mouthpiece for the rest of Judgment Day. And she's the fucking
Nah.
women's world
They definitely I don't buy that one bit. I think they just didn't have no real ideas for her.
Probably not.
because now she's being used more lately than previously. So it was like give or take. I think she's fine, but it's just like, hey, they've been using her a lot more lately. Physical wise. So it's like I can't really buy that. I can't buy that 100% now. But yeah, I mean, she's fine. She wrestled yesterday, right? From what I know, I didn't even know she wrestled until this morning.
Oh wow. Well, again, SummerSlam is fucking next week. So
And they've been using them. No, I'm not saying. I don't think this guy understands. He said Rhea confirmed it. I'm not saying she's not injured. I'm saying I think she's fine because she's been working the last couple of weeks a lot more than she was previously. So she could be injured. She could be nursing something that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Did he just bring up CM Punk?
I didn't even catch it if you did.
Yo, I'm telling you, I think some shit is gonna happen where CM Punk is gonna use the storyline with like his title that he never lost, and I think that's how they're gonna end up having. They're gonna run it back, have like a unification kind of thing going on.
What the fuck happened to him?
Who?
I don't want to spoil it for you, but you probably already know Roddy. Yeah, he come up.
Roderick Strong?
Yeah, he's in a fucking.
Oh yeah, he got fucked up a couple weeks ago. He got fucked up a couple weeks ago. Now he's been like a little pissy. He's been.
That they're friends and shit. And all that.
Yeah, Roddy's been a little bitch.
Kyle would never treat me like this. Damn. Speaking of, I miss Kyle O'Reilly. I hope he's doing all right. So yeah, I kind of feel like the route you were just going with, where you say like if we get a swerve and Adam Cole does something else, it does kind of feel like they're gonna go in that direction. I mean, with oh come on, man, damn fire truck. I don't like when the world champs or like the top champs are like in these fucking makeshift tag teams, but that shit could definitely work. A heel Cole and a heel, obviously heel MJF. That would be some good shit. Sinead O'Connor has passed away today. R.I.P. Not really familiar with her music. I know she was big in the 90s. But once again, R.I.P. So here's the real question. Oh, they are going to work Saturday. Okay. Never mind. I don't need to ask the question no more.
Who you was about to? Oh, what you was about to
I was
ask?
going to say, so like, here's the real question: is the world champ going to work Saturday?
Oh, yeah. Well, he's worked. He's worked Collision already.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I felt like he was already on that episode.
Yeah. He worked Collision already.
Because I got the whole idea of like oh, they got a roster split and these.
No.
Yeah.
There's not. Yeah. There's no. You know what it is? Yeah. So right now there's no roster split per se.
Yeah.
There's talent who have said they just want to do Collision, like House of Black. They're just gonna be doing Collision for the moment. And I know some other people have said it too, but it's more so they're gonna like flip flop. So if somebody's not being used on Dynamite, they're gonna show up on Collision. If they're not being used on Collision, they're gonna show up on Dynamite. Some of them might show up on both, but that's the idea of it now. They're not doing like a hard roster split.
Right. Because I know one thing, Juice Robinson, he's getting fucking over on Collision. Which is but not even just him. The Gun Club too. Like I would say the Bullet Club Gold as a whole, but Jay White's Jay White. So like, he's already over. But like
and Collision, I mean, yeah, from what I've seen with Collision, because it's hard because I'm usually not really home on Saturdays. So it's been hard for me to like keep up with it. But the collisions that I've actually got to sit down and watch fully, they haven't been bad. They're it feels more like wrestling based, if that makes any sense. Like less promos and less like segments. And like the layout looks cool too. Like the graphics they have like on the stage and shit, like the lights, what they use, it looks appealing. Like the red and black ropes. So there's stuff that they did differently that you could tell, like, hey, this is Collision, this is Dynamite. Yeah. So they've done stuff appealing to the eye that's legit. It's just fucking Saturdays, man. It's just tough. It's tough. Regardless of people trying to make a big deal. Oh, NXT is beating Collision. Well, no fucking shit. This shit is on fucking Saturday. NXT is on fucking Tuesdays during the week, and they still not even putting up what they were putting up before. And now they gotta rely on main roster people to boost up ratings. Like it doesn't really say much about NXT. Like, yo, wow, Judgment Day shows up. I get that, but the whole aspect of NXT is to showcase your young talent. At least in my opinion. I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong. I get what they're doing.
That's what everybody.
Yeah. It's the which I get what they're doing. Yeah, which I get what they're doing, right? My thing has never been about I'm against this or that. Like that's not what my thing is. Like, for example, like Dominic Mysterio winning the North American title. I get it. Do I think he's a good wrestler? No, but I get it. I get it because it gives a boost. It gives a boost to ratings. Me being a wrestling fan, being a reasonable wrestling fan, those stuff I understand. It's just the other stuff that is like, hey, this show is supposed to be about showcasing the younger generation or whatever you want to call it. And when you're using main roster people now, it's like, to me, that kind of tells me you're not as confident with your younger talent than you were prior.
Of course.
And again, I could be 100% wrong. I could be 100% wrong about that. It's just my opinion. That's how I see it. Because now if you're relying on Judgment Day to show up every Tuesdays, it's like,
especially
what does that tell? What does that tell you?
They're putting them in the spot like where the Bloodline is. Like the Bloodline's still going to have their,
exactly.
Friday nights on lock, but they're like literally Judgment Day showing up Mondays, Tuesdays. Fucking, I seen that they were Dom and Rhea walking around on SmackDown. Like they're showing up like every night now.
Yeah, so it's like, all those stuff again. I get it. I get the ratings boost. I get all that stuff, but it's like at the same time, and then also I also get the other aspect, which a lot of people haven't really touched on, is that they're WWE is in a situation where they're in a new their TV deals coming up, so they have to do something to try to you know get a new to get a new long-term deal. Even though I don't see them leaving USA,
No.
just because that that relationship has been there, their loyalty has been there. At the same time, money talks, and if another company is going to put up way more money, especially now dealing with Endeavor, it's not the same. It's not going to be the same, and that's why it's been different with talent as well. Like that's why they haven't been signing those big talents because of that. Because of that. Because of the, they're going to be on a budget. They're going to be on the budget, so it's not like you could buy you could get all these talents that are available. So it's going to be tough. I mean, on the long run, I think it's going to be good for their business. There's downsides, and I think that's going to be one of the downsides of either trying to re-sign people or whatever the case may be, or if somebody's asking prices too high, they're probably going to let you walk. They've done it with the UFC. They let fucking Francis Ngannou walk, and now he's about to get a fucking fight with Tommy Fury, with this dude, the Gypsy King. Like, so they haven't been afraid to say, "Hey, you want to walk? Go ahead." And he was their champion, so it wasn't like he was a bum. He was their heavyweight champion, and they let him walk. So it's a different animal. So we really, even to the right now, we still don't know what's going to happen. So I don't know.
Just so many different variables, so many different outcomes.
I mean, I have no idea where this guy coming from.
LA Knight is nothing more than generic version of The Rock. And it's
No shit, I didn't know LA Knight was on tonight. Holy shit, he's on Dynamite tonight.
That's a whole other conversation. I don't mind LA Knight. I don't think he's the greatest in-ring performer, but he's very.
But here's the thing though. But but you want to know the funny thing about it is that there's some people who have said that. There's some people who all of a sudden love him out of nowhere. There's some people who hate him. Just like this guy. He says he has an identity crisis. Technically, LA Knight, this is what he was doing as Eli Drake. Yeah, so it's like
yeah. But the thing is, they're like, well, who the hell is Eli Drake? And then that's the whole that's a whole other conversation. But not us.
That's all he's been.
Yeah. It really is.
Like so when people are saying like, oh, he's like wanting to be Rock, whatever they want to call it, I'm like, well, this is what he was already doing even before WWE. Which again, I'm not saying what it is, but
it's the fact that he's on this stage now, and they're not familiar with it, so they're automatically going to compare it, which is unfortunate. But that's what people do.
Which I get, but you know what it is? It's more the fact where people just think that he doesn't exist. It's like, no, this guy existed before this. Yeah. So all the stuff he's doing now is really nothing new if you followed him. Yeah. It's just now he's on a bigger platform, which is 100% understandable. But I still think LA Knight is in a position where he's in the and I'll keep saying it. He's in the Rusev category of the wrong guy being over.
Yeah.
And I do feel that's the case, even though there's certain things you can still do with him. You could give him the U.S. title because at least Austin Theory is a heel. He could beat a heel for it. Him even getting the world title doesn't make any sense at the moment because Seth is the current champion. He's probably gonna drop the title to Finn anyway. But then even with that, there's this current storyline with Judgment Day going on with Damian Priest, teasing the cash in. So it was like that's already something going on. So it was like there's so much you could do with the guy. As long as he's going out there cutting promos and getting TV time, that's basically who he is.
Pretty much.
These guys necessarily don't need to win a title. They necessarily don't need, to be champions to be over. We've seen it with people who ever followed WWE back then, well, WWF. Jake Roberts was in the same boat. He was over and he never won the title. He never won the title. He should have.
Yeah.
He should have, but
as over as he was, yeah.
He said, "Where's Elias at? Who cares?" He said.
Who gives a shit?
He said, "Where's Elias?"
I forgot.
He said it before I did. He said it before I did. Bro, that fucking year was crazy. It's funny. I keep forgetting Great American Bash is on Sunday.
I do too. I'm shit.
And it's funny. They did a preview earlier for it, and I forgot it was on Sunday. So it was like yeah. Me personally, I say that I think LA Knight is in a position where I think it's the case of the wrong guy getting over. Because remember, originally Bray Wyatt was one that was supposed to get over, and he got sick, and all of a sudden that's where LA Knight took off. And then when you see WrestleMania, he's nowhere to be seen on WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
No promos, nothing. Money in the Bank. He was clearly the favorite to win, and complete opposite happened. And but also just me personally, and because of watching WWE, I think part of it too is because he's not one of their guys. He's not a WWE guy, regardless, and I think that's a part of it.
Definitely.
But Trips is saying, hey, be patient. Good things are going to come from him. So I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna hold Trips to that. But I want to see what happens, just because there's certain things that at the moment wouldn't make any sense. Him winning the heavyweight title wouldn't make any sense. He's not beating Roman, so you could get that shit out of the fucking window. He's not beating Gunther. That's not going to happen. So basically, the best path for him is the U.S. title. That's the best path for him right now. If that's what you're trying to do, to try to give him a title.
To get him a title.
Yeah, that's about it. That's the best you can do. Or give him more the cutting and promo segments. Obviously the crowd loves him. So you go out there, throw it out. Hey, that's what they want. My God, what this guy's doing complaining? No, I know that fucking idiot. Not a fucking idiot. I don't mean it like that.
I'm surprised he kicked out of that double stomp.
It's like, you're just gonna come in here and just complain in the fucking chat about the same shit. It's like, I get it. We get it. And I ain't here defending WWE at all, but it's like, at the same time, your complaints is not gonna go anywhere with me.
Well, Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Especially when you start spamming, it's like, all right, bro, we gotta. And you know me, I criticize. I got no problem criticizing WWE. I got no problem. I've always done it.
You guys know that we don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, I got no problem criticizing WWE. I've never backed away from that. He said after something might, yeah, we'll see.
So hilarious thing. Oh shit. I'm sorry. He just did some crazy shit. You'll see in a second. People were saying that, like, oh, after the Bray feud, oh, watch what they do with them. Then they were like, oh, wait till Mania. All right, well, no, wait till bang. Wait till this.
It's the same. It's the constant same thing. It's the constant same thing. Oh, wait to this, wait to this, wait to this, and it's like, all right, it's been since January since that match happened, and we're already in July, and it seems like the guy has been going nowhere. Yeah, he's been used more, but then he's been losing these big matches. So it was like, what, which I'm not saying again. I'm not saying he should get a push. I'm not in the love affair that everyone is with LA Knight, by the way. Like I've said, I've liked him. I've been a fan of his. I just don't think he's as fantastic or great as people think he is, to be honest with you. I think he's great at his job, and I don't necessarily agree with this guy, when he kept saying like, oh, unoriginal, this and that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that he's a ripoff of The Rock. I don't see it. That's just me. I don't see it.
I guess like the way they cut promos and talk, like it's a somewhat of a similarity, but he's admitted that, he uses like those guys, like you watch them, obviously, I'm not saying he's gonna come out just flat out emulating them, but and even all took something from somebody. Fucking everybody knows Ric Flair as the Nature Boy. He got that from fucking Buddy Rogers, Hulk Hogan from Superstar Billy Graham. Like that's nothing. People aren't saying anything that we don't know, that we haven't seen it. But it's more so like this.
Yeah, I think people could get, you could get inspirations. You could get inspiration. You could get all these stuff, right? You get inspiration for people. That's never been a problem. It's just like when people say a ripoff of this person or that person. I mean, it's like, well, what's the ripoff exactly is? Because, again, I don't see nothing. I don't see The Rock with LA Knight. That's just me. I don't see it. Now, I'm the first person. If I was to see it, I'd be like, nah, this motherfucker's, he's still in The Rock's gimmick and shit like that. I got, I'll be the first one to call that shit out. Me personally, I don't see it. I don't get that vibe. But and he has, like you said, he has such stuff like that. Again, there's no problem getting inspiration for people, getting, you go what works. And obviously what he's doing is working. The crowd is behind him. He's saying, things that go along with the crowd. It's working. It's a great move. And that's kind of called it too.
Yeah. Well, the only reason that's because of how the end of the match played out. That's the only reason I came up with that. I didn't think they were going to do this tonight. To be completely honest, I didn't expect that tonight.
Then Ty got her out there with her her belly out there. It's like, Ty, why are you at work? Go home. And a J though. Oof. Damn.
Honestly, I'm waiting for, I guess this might be the end of the JS, or they're working towards that. Hopefully. Let her go be with Jungle or Jack Perry. I feel like that can be.
That's what everyone's been saying.
He definitely needs that.
Everyone's been saying. Yeah, everyone's been saying that too. And it's like, that would definitely help him go all full heel Hollywood. Luke Perry inspiration gimmick. That would definitely help.
Like, I know they want him to work on his promos and shit, but she can definitely do all the talking for him. Damn. Damn, Chris. Everybody said, fuck you. Give me some more juice. I'm thirsty.
What the? Oh yeah, supposedly this guy. I don't know. Definitely an angle.
Yeah, I forgot what I've seen. It was just all speculation. You think he might be
Not
trying to run it with his sons? I mean, what
yeah.
you call it?
Even though
The
I
claim's,
mean,
claim's still over, but I mean, how long is he going to be scissoring for? You know.
oh god, oh
Just
god,
yeah.
oh god,
Pause. I'm sorry. Pause. Yeah. Pause. All
oh
that.
god,
Yeah.
oh oh no, oh
I didn't know.
no.
Oh no. I see. Oh.
Yeah, that's too funny.
Crazy. The first women. Yo, he waited. He legit waited for a women's match to come on. Now he's active.
Oh god, women's match. You better behave yourself, Film Nation. You probably could get away with that at NXT, NX3. You're not gonna get away with it here.
No, and I also say this: the reason he gets away with it so much is because NXT really just they showcase the women so much because they want the views. I don't even think they showcase the women for the wrestling. You know, they just showcase.
Oh, I know. I've been seeing it on their IG. I've been
No.
seeing it on their IG where a lot of women. I'm like, oh, this is another OnlyFans. There's another. OnlyFans model. Oh, awesome. And then, oh no,
They don't even wrestle.
he said retirement match. What do you want, boy? Come on. Come on here. Over here.
Have his sons retire him. I mean, that would be an honor. Retire their dad. Not too many people can say that. Being retired by a family member or their offspring. What's
Stop
up?
being emotional, Prince.
He's probably reading the most recent ones.
I think his sons are going to retire him more, before Dom retires Ray.
Yo, if they ever, well, I'll say that. I'll just say anytime soon. Hell no. Now, if Dom gets goes on to have a storied career, definitely not going to have the storied career like his father. I'll definitely say that. And it's obvious because it didn't even start out. It's not starting off like that. But
yeah, I'll be okay with it. It's just I think what it is that Ray has no plans of retiring anytime soon. That's why I don't think they haven't done it yet.
yeah.
And I think that's why when they did the match at WrestleMania, they kind of got away from it because maybe down the road it's gonna end up happening. I think what's gonna end up happening is it's not only gonna be a retirement match, but I think it's gonna be like a mask. Like, if he loses his career and he loses his mask. I think that's what's gonna end up happening.
Yeah.
But Dom himself, I mean, we were talking about it on Monday. I'm like, he needs to get better in the ring.
Yeah, for damn sure.
Yeah, he did have a solid match with Sami Zayn. He didn't make a lot of mistakes. Part of it too is Sami Zayn was a good worker. Which I'm not saying Wesley is not a good worker because I've seen Wesley in person. He's put on some amazing matches. One of the best matches I've seen live was Shane Strickland and Wesley. They had a banger of a match. So I don't want to, you know, and I don't even think it was his fault. I think Dom was overwhelmed. The NXT crowd got to him. When I saw the match myself, I was like, what Romeo said was accurate. I was like, yeah, he looked like he was shaken up by the crowd.
It was definitely hard to watch that shit. Like, yeah, that was. Yeah,
and then he dropped it on his fucking head. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh fuck. I mean, he dropped him, that spot where he like pricked him up and it dropped him. I'm like, oh, it was bad. You know, but you know, and then that match with Butch wasn't good either. So maybe there's certain people he could work with and some people he just can't work with at the moment. That's not good.
He can't work with, other than his dad, he can't work with short guys.
Yeah, it's true. It's not a good thing, man. It's not really a good thing. You know, which to be, you know, it is early, you know, he's still not even 5 years into his career. But at the same time, when you get put in the spotlight get put in, you know, you have to learn faster than anybody. Yeah. And I feel like he's digressed, which is not a good sign for somebody that I feel like, hey, you should see a little progress. I haven't seen real big progress from him. But, you know, maybe getting some reps in NXT is going to help him. That's what should have been. That's what it should have been in the first place. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Dom. Yeah. You know, yeah. And the reason why I've been as critical on Dom is because, like, yeah, what, yeah, which has nothing to do with the North American title, but the reason why I've been like this critical on Dom is because, like, I see like all these fucking wrestling pages, all these fans talking about like how, you know, when they talk about like superstars they want to watch in the ring, people have been bringing up Dom Mysterio. I'm like, you really want to watch him fucking wrestle? He's fucking terrible. You're gonna put him on a line with like, oh yeah, I want to watch Roman Reigns wrestle. I want to watch Kenny Omega wrestle. You're really putting Dom Mysterio on that line of people to watch because he's not good. You know what I mean? He's not good. He's not good in the ring. He's good at like people laughing with him because he does the comedy stuff, and then people boo him, which is hilarious. I do enjoy that because it's fucking hilarious. It's a good gig for him too, where he tries to talk and then people are booing him. It's great. I love that. But you're gonna sit there and tell me like this is the guy you want to see as a world champion someday? No, hell no. I can't say that. I can't say that with confidence. And I think too, part of it too is not only his inexperience, but you know what part of it too for me is I feel like he's trying too much to be like Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. And he's not trying to be himself.
Definitely the Eddie thing. I definitely agree with that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's like, bro, be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. You can be yourself first, and then you can start building up to that. Then you can start building up to like doing moves like you could do and shit. At least that's to me. At least, I'm like, you just be yourself.
Like the whole vibe behind Dom and Rhea is Eddie and
see China. The Usos.
You can't be mediocre when your parents legendary. See Randy Orton, see Charlotte Flair, see the Usos. Yep. But his match with Sammy was good on Raw. Sammy Mills. Yeah, Josh had mentioned that. I just hope like he's getting whatever reps in NXT. I mean, I wouldn't have straight away put the title on him. Like, again, I get it. I get it as well.
Business aspect, I get it. And that's never been, I get it. I've never been against it because I know somebody was trying to say that, and I was like, no, if you see what I wrote, it has nothing to do with him winning the title. Because, again, the North American title, Wesley was a great champion. He had some great matches. He had a long fucking run. I think the longest, right? North American champion.
I believe so, yeah.
So he had a great run. It's just is it what I would have preferred him to lose it to a better opponent? Absolutely. At the same time, I get it. Business aspect, I get it. And that's never been like what I'm against. It's just like if this is a guy you're gonna showcase every week, if this is a guy that's gonna be long term, like this is gonna be his career, he has to get better. And he has to get better than, like I said, he has to get better faster than a lot of people, unfortunately, because he got pushed into the main roster. Unfortunately, it's not his fault. There's none of that is his fault. But at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of like what we are seeing with the Yankees and Anthony Volpe. You know, he didn't play that many games in AAA. He made the team in spring training, and then he became the starter. Now there's a lot of growing pains with him. You know, they're throwing him out there every night. Hey, kid, see what you can do. And that's where Dom's been, basically.
Yeah.
You know, his character is improved, right? That none of that. I think we right. I think we all agree that his character is improved because he found something that is like made him interesting. It made him interesting. He was entertaining. The whole jail shit, all that stuff it's great stuff. Him and Rhea, you know, they make a great duo, regardless of. I think some people tend to be fucking weird with it, with the love affair of Rhea. I think sometimes people get a little creepy with it, but they pair, you know, they're very well. They work well together, you know. So there's things that character wise he's improved in. It's just not the other aspect. Like, all right, now we got to get you, and you know, I'm not saying he should be like his dad because that's way too much to ask for. You're talking about trying to be like you're talking about wanting to be like one of the top 5, like top 10 luchadors in the world in history. Like that's not gonna happen. It could happen, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Who this guy voted for? Did he vote for Britt? Oh wow, look, he finally got one right.
I mean, that was kind of obvious. I mean, the rest of them were obvious that he voted for, but this is definitely obvious.
No, but the Orange Cassidy one should have been fucking obvious, and he chose completely wrong. Like, come on, bro. You know Orange Cassidy don't lose. That's like that's like picking against Sting. Sting does not lose in AEW.
I'm actually surprised he didn't come out when that whole thing was going on with Darby and Nick Wayne.
Oh God, this guy needs to really relax. You better relax, Home Nation. Or I'll throw you in horny jail. You don't want that.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna look at it. I'm just not gonna read that. Just not gonna read the chat.
Like, bro, what? Like, yo, what? I'm like, I'm like, what? He's like, are we through with Britt having problems with the alcohol? Who's we? Who's we? You gotta ask the AEW creative that. I don't know who's we.
Yeah, that was my I don't know if I'm like dead over it. I would like for them to move on from each other, but I mean, there's still a story there to tell. So
no, there is the Outcast. They finally found their niche a little bit, like finally feeling like a separate stable. I felt like they were trying to do too much, like trying to be like other stable, like they were trying to be like NWO, At one point, they were trying to. It was like, ladies, just do something that you haven't seen before, or just do something that's like that's simple, that's not over the top. You know what I mean? And I think they started doing stuff like a little bit better. Matching gears look cool, like with them, like stuff like that. Tony Storm hasn't been a bad women's champion,
which is great. They just need Tony to showcase them.
I knew he was gonna say that, pervert. Now you look at her IG, there's a different story to that. He said they really showed someone with the. Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Hey, whoever that was,
they do. It's been, that's been their longest issue of AEW is the women's division. That's been their longest issue because as much as we could pick apart WWE's thing, at least WWE had they had a run where the women's division was really good.
Yeah.
But the last go around has been kind of rough. Not as rough as AEW because AEW's problem has been longer.
Right.
And I still think Impact still has like when you're talking about at least within the states, I still think Impact is still their women's division is still better because they know how to they're booking, they know how to book better. That's just something that they've always done well than basically any company. Well, minus Stardom, to be fair. So we'll see.
It's just funny how, for the longest, a few of us have been critical of Triple H's booking. Like, oh no, you gotta wait, let it play out. Good things come, whatever. And then it just keeps being proven that I don't know. That's not how it's going to happen. You have all these delusions that you think it's going to just turn around.
Yeah,
it's like,
people can say what they want. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, people can say what they want when it comes to that too, but it's like at the end of the day, nothing's going to be perfect. Something is always going to not go right, or something's not going to go well. Triple H is no exception to it. Now, I will say this: since he's taken over creative, has the product been better? Absolutely. And I don't think nobody would disagree with that. But if people are going to glorify somebody, I'm like, you also got to point out his holes of some of the stuff that he's done.
Yeah.
He's not perfect, and now with, Vince being involved, regardless of what people want to say, sometimes we don't know what his say is, you know what I mean? To put it all on Vince, because at the end of the day, if you're telling me Triple H, hey, Triple H is still the head of booking or head of creative, most of it still falls on Triple H then, to me, until there's a concrete, confirmed, whatever shit you want to call it, that is Vince McMahon controlling everything, right? So until then, some of the blame is still going to be on Trips, just because, if a man, you're going to let a man on a fucking remote control everything, then what does that say about your job? Because you can't, at least to me, you can't blame Vince for everything. But then if Triple H is there and he's the head of creative, what blame does he get? He's not going to get another blame for anything. So if he's just there being creative and that's his job title, that means he's there for nothing, right? So that means he's doing nothing. So it's still as bad. That's still bad. So there's no defending that. Oh no, it's all Vince. Vince has final say. And it's like, no, but that's his title. So if he's just there, then what the fuck is he there for? And if he's not doing nothing about it, then that's still that doesn't make him look good. I got to ask, will Sonya have her opportunity to go after the championship? I'm gonna answer this question in Spanish. No. That's not gonna happen. She's somebody that pushes talent. You know, she puts over talent. I don't see her being that focus point of going after championships. Maybe Ring of Honor, maybe somewhere else, not the AEW world title. I mean, women's title. I think that ship. Honestly, the ship didn't even sail. That ship docked, anchored, stay there. You know, and that and there's no disrespect to Serena Deeb. That's just where she's at in her career. That's just what it is. Vince likes to change some things. I mean, hey, he does change some things. He likes to change some things, which that's not the disagreement. My thing is, I'm not going to put it all on Vince. The whole entire show, I'm not going to put it on Vince because Tripp still has his title. And if I'm hearing like, no, he's still doing this, no, he's still doing that, then I'm gonna give the criticism to Triple H because he's still there. He's letting it happen, right? So it's like, again, until I hear, hey, Vince is at Gorilla and he's here for the whole night, or he's taking over completely again, then that's when you would say, oh, all right, Vince is back. Oh, this shit is funny. Moxley, look at that. After Blood gets a week later, they're working. Look at this. Even though Claudio had a day to rest and then do the Ring of Honor show.
That's Mox though. Like, unless it's like life or death, he don't go nowhere else.
I know firsthand. I know firsthand with Mox. So when Mox, when he did the G1, right? So when he did the G1, I believe that's when he signed with AEW. He signed with AEW, then he did the G1, right?
Yeah.
So Mox got booked for a lot of shows in the States, right? Right after the G1, after his G1 appearance, right? So he does a tour in Japan. He does like a week or two in Japan. He comes back, literally for a day. He comes back, makes it back from Japan for a day, then flies all the way to New York City. He's upstate New York, and that's when I met him. That was the only time I got to meet Jon Moxley. He wrestles a main event match against Pentagon. The match was great, by the way. Then he works 2 more shows during that weekend, right? So remind you, he goes from New Japan, travels, goes to New York, does 3 shows within, I think, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York. All of that, he did all that shit. He worked all those matches with his fucking elbow being affected again when he had that staph infection.
Yeah.
But he didn't know that his elbow was bothering him. But he thought it was something he could pass through, and it ended up being the staph infection again. That's when remember the All Out match that was supposed to happen?
Yeah.
With him and Kenny? That's why it got canceled, because he had the staph infection. So I could tell you for a fact, like what you said about life, and like, yeah, that's that's Jon Moxley for you.
Yeah, pretty much. Shit.
which is not surprising because if you see him on his ZZW days, the crazy shit he used to do then, this is a cakewalk. All this shit he's doing now, people can say what they want. I'm like, no, this is light work. What John Moxley does, he blades himself. That's light work. Moxley he's just very grateful that his head is not scratched up like a Doodle the Butcher or something, because that would be bad. Or like Bruiser Brody.
I hope nobody wants to do that either. So
yeah, that just means you cut yourself a lot, and those scarrings just never healed properly. That's just all it really is. So Mox has been pretty fortunate that it hasn't been that level yet. Would Seth be there? Would Seth? Bro? Yes. Without the Shield, absolutely. Because the reason why I say this is because Mox, when he got with WWE, he was the biggest name out of the Shield that everyone was like, wow, this guy's going places. He's going to be the big star. The reason why I knew about Roman Reigns is because Roman Reigns, that's you look at him. He's athletic. He has the looks. That's what they usually look for. Yeah. And he's Samoan, so that that helps him. But it's just the way that he is, like his physique. That's what they're looking for. So I knew that. And Seth Rollins is a great worker. So even without the Shield, they would have gotten places. Now I could be wrong, but in my opinion, these guys are too good that you can't tell me they were not going to go places. As well. I mean, I know that, but Vince said himself he's not gonna. When they asked him, "Oh, are you gonna be head of creative?" He said yes and no. So again, I'm gonna wait and see what he does. Now, like I said, if he's actually in Gorilla and he stays at the shows like what he was doing prior, because he was the head of creative, then I could say, "Oh yeah, this is a Vince McMahon show," or whatever the case may be. But until then, I mean, like I said, Triple H has the title.
The head. What does he do? Talent relations still? Definitely creative. Overseeing creative.
Right. When the shows are good, Triple H gets all the praises. When the show goes bad, oh, this was a Vince idea. I mean, it can't be both. That's all I'm saying. It can't be both. So if the show was good, that means that's Vince too, right?
Yeah.
So which one is it? I mean, it's like
when
the Bloodline storyline getting hot, when the Bloodline storyline getting hot, being the best thing on TV, is that Vince? Is that Vince or is that Triple H? Because we can't. I mean, it's like we can't choose both guys. No, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's like if one, you're gonna get somebody's gonna get credit for something, they also got to get the blame when something's not doing good. It's not going good. Because it's like that's not how shit works. So if something's going bad, that's on Triple H, right? If something's going good, that's Triple H's credit. I'm not believing that. He said Vince McMahon will show up at. Well, I mean, he was already showing up at UFC fights for free. Even before the merger, way before the merger, he was showing up. Like, that's nothing new. But also, because I know you were saying this again before, I peeped it before, Safat. And when you kept saying, like, oh, Vince McMahon is going to also run UFC, he's not running UFC. Allin himself, the head of Endeavor, has said himself is still Dana White. Dana White still is going to be in control of UFC. And that's more so because that was already the agreement when UFC was sold by Zufia. So Dana White's still going to be making calls for them. He's still running shit. You're also not going to put Vince McMahon for something he's unfamiliar with. He doesn't know MMA. He doesn't know the company. He doesn't know the sport. I mean, he probably knows the sport as a fan, but as in the business, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that. And regardless of how people feel about Dana White, he's still good at his job. He's good at his job for a reason. And he's been with the UFC this long for a reason. He's good at it. He's a good promoter. I don't agree with him all the time. I'll tell you that much. I don't agree with some of his tactics, but he's been around this long for a reason. And that's why he's still going to be running UFC. You know, that's why remember when he slapped his wife? That's why he didn't get canceled. That's why they didn't remove him, because of that. He has leverage. He has leverage on Endeavor. So that's why he didn't get canceled. I mean, I'm already telling you what this dude said himself. The head of Endeavor said himself, Dana White is still running UFC. Vince McMahon doesn't have a say with UFC. I'm telling you what the head of Endeavor is saying. Now, if you're saying that he's wrong, then hey, that's one guy to tell that he's wrong too when he said it himself. And no, it's not PR. It's not PR. There's a reason why they said it out there. No, Dana White's still running the UFC. You're also not going to put somebody who doesn't have the experience over Dana White. Dana White has over almost 30 years of MMA experience. Why would you remove him for somebody who's been in the wrestling business that has no involvement with MMA whatsoever? So, I mean, you could look at his PR. I already peeped it, and I already know what Dana White has, what leverage Dana White has, and what the kind of deal he has with Endeavor because of Zufia. So, you could believe what you want. He asked, oh, he said if Roman Reigns had, yeah, of course, he's losing to Cody at WrestleMania. I'm gonna be there for WrestleMania, of course. It's got to happen then. Just remember, everybody, you can't set yourself up for failure if you think Jay has any fucking chance of winning at SummerSlam, because that's not happening. Watch, I'm gonna say it. Watch right now. Lucha Bros won. Well, technically, Vince McMahon wasn't the president. He was the chairman. They have a higher title than the president. Are you president? I mean, that's we already know. However, Dana White has more in say with the UFC than Nick Khan does, because again, that falls on the deal with Zufia. Zufia sold UFC. That was the agreement that Dana White will still run the UFC. That's why he's still there. And this guy's still beating up Orange. They moved on from the elite to just beat up more people. Anything goes match. Oh, triple threat. That's random. All right. So that does it for another episode of Elite Heat, AEW Dynamite.
I had the thing muted this whole time I've been talking.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I didn't even notice.
No, I did. I was just because the funny thing is,
that's
shit, like I was, I'm listening to you, I'm agreeing, and then like when I'm fucking talking, you're like, unknowingly, you're like responding to it, which is crazy as shit. Oh
funny.
Man.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
Nah. So what was your match of the night?
I'll probably say the main event.
Matches were pretty good tonight.
It was a lot of good matches tonight, but I'll say the main event.
Yeah. I'll go with the opening match. I thought AR Fox and Orange worked well together, and then the heel turn. I want to say it was random, but I do like the pairing. Like if it ends up happening, the pairing with AR Fox and Swerve, especially with what you spoke about, that would make sense. So I like they did that, and the main event was good too. It wasn't bad. Like the matches were pretty good tonight. Even the women's match was good.
From the top to bottom, like it's episodes like that make it easy. 2 hours flew right by.
Yeah. So who was your MVP?
Actually, you just missed. I'm gonna go with AR Fox. I like it was random as shit at the end of the match because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why'd he just attack him? And then he looked like he didn't know what he was doing, but then it came full circle at the end of the Darby and Swerve match. And there's a lot of potential there. I like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with AR Fox as my MVP.
Yeah, mine's is I'll go with BCC. It looks like they're still there's no cooling down with them even after the loss from Blood and Guts. Yeah. So I give it to them. AR Fox as well. And it gives them something too. That's the thing. I thought he's a good worker. I've
Yeah.
always liked AR Fox. So any moment that he get, anything that he's getting to build up, I'm all for it. As long as again, as long as he's entertaining, he ain't hearing nobody.
No, that's it. That's all we ask. That's literally all as wrestling fans what we ask for. As long as we can be entertained, we'll appreciate the efforts. That's all we need. And LVP,
Jericho.
Agreed. I gotta say that was really like if anybody want to be a loser, even guys that lost their matches, they still had great matches. They still went out there, put on. The only one that was like really just like sulking and just bringing down their character or was just Jericho, and the rest of JAS fucking walk out on him. So shit.
Yeah, he about to lose his stable completely. It's still like I don't know, because it's still one of those things where it's like you still don't know what's going on, but it looks like it should end at this point. Yeah. I think.
I mean, they had a nice run,
especially there hasn't been. Yeah, because it's just I don't know. It's just one of those things where we've seen it with the Inner Circle, and then now this shit happens. And then also what I'm just throwing it out there. Because what I saw earlier was that apparently that Santana Ortiz on the roster, on the website, was added back as Proud and Powerful.
Fuck yeah. I hope that's not a her.
So we don't. Yeah. So something might be cooking. We don't know. So something might be happening. So, I mean, it would be good to see Santana back. It's been a fucking year. It's been a fucking year, and then hopefully, it seems like both guys probably work things out. So,
hopefully, yeah,
we'll see how it goes from there.
That'd be
and cool. I mean, I don't know. And it is a thumbs up for me. It's a thumbs up show for me.
Yeah, definitely a thumbs up.
I like the matches. The matches. Yeah. And it was a cool off. Again, it was a cool off. It was a cool off from Blood and Guts. At the same time, I mean, kind of expect that because Blood and Guts is such a big fucking match. So, exactly. But it was a pretty solid Dynamite. Some things that build up, and we'll see how shit goes down on Collision.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Collision now. I think I'm gonna try to.
It's funny.
I haven't been able to catch the episode yet either, at all. So I'm actually gonna try to catch one.
Yeah. So I saw like the last 2 Saturdays. Thankfully, I'm trying for a third one. Hopefully. Because I already know there are certain dates I'm not going to see it, like the 21st and the 28th next month, right. Because I'm traveling those 2 days, and then I think All Out I'm probably going to miss as well, which is unfortunate. But if I order pay-per-view, I can still watch it anyway.
Right.
So I just won't be able to see it live.
Yeah.
But no. But besides that, again, it was another great episode. Social media, you can follow me at jampunk321, Twitter and Instagram, and I'll be back next Monday for Rated Raw Superstars for the Monday Night Raw watch along. See what happens. Any more BS that happens that night.
You guys can follow me Twitter, Instagram, skinny__Kravitz. I see. Hopefully. Might be a Blunt Impact tomorrow. I know it's been a while. NX3 every Tuesday. Myself, Chris G, Romeo. That's on YouTube. Blunt Impact, Twitch. Lead Heat. I pop up on. I need to be on Lead Heat more. Might be on Rated Raw Superstars if needed. Or if not if needed, just pop up. So yeah,
it depends because. Yeah, it depends because I know like sometimes like I've been asking Romeo like lately, like ahead of time, like, hey, are you coming on tonight? So sometimes he'll let me know, and then from there, I'll be like, all right, so are we bringing in who we're bringing in? So that's why I've been asking you guys, because usually like, me and him communicate. Thankfully, last minute, I guess whatever I don't know if he changed his mind or I guess whatever plans he had kind of just fell through. So that's why he was on Monday at least.
But he already had. We had talked about me being on like yesterday, so it was already in the works.
Oh.
And then you guys make sure you join us for our watch along for the Great American Bash. We know that you guys don't like NXT, but it's the commentary. It's us on screen that really make the show happen. So thanks for joining.
I'm gonna consider watching it. I'm gonna consider it. I'm gonna think about it.
That's all.
That's a lot for me. That's a lot for me.
It's the thought that counts. All right, guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us, and we'll be back next week.